Welcome to AlphaCars Motorcycles. My name is Ian. Today I have an exceptional vehicle to share with you. This is a 2011 Lexus LS 460 all-wheel drive. And you might be wondering what's so special about this one. Well, it's a one-owner vehicle. It's been dealer serviced since it was new, and it only has 34,000 original miles. Before I tell you more about this vehicle, I want to mention it is for sale here at AlphaCars Motorcycles. You can view the listing on our website, alphacars.com. There, if it's still available, you can view the pricing, as well as all the technical data about the car, including the remaining tire and brake life, as well as even the paint thickness readings on each metal panel. Speaking of that, we did confirm it has factory original paint on all of the metal panels on the vehicle through our paint meter test and our thorough evaluation. Look at this obsidian black paint. It is like a mirror. This vehicle also has over $5,000 in factory options, including the luxury value edition, the comfort package, cold weather package, and more. Let's just take a quick peek in the interior. The purpose of this video is doing a full condition overview on the Lexus. And check out this interior. Such a great color combo that this Lexus was optioned with. And of course, the luxury this vehicle offers is insane. Such a nice place to be inside. And then you've got the V8 under the hood and the dependability of this Lexus generation. These are known to go for hundreds of thousands of miles with really minimal service work, just normal maintenance most of the time. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can really look up anywhere you want to look online, and people have the same things to say. These are excellent vehicles. They have a big following because of that. And you really can't buy a new vehicle now that compares to what this has to offer, especially for the money. With only 34,000 miles, this Lexus, really has its whole life ahead of it. And it's been so well preserved, so well cared for, as we'll see in this video. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. First, let's start with an exterior walk around of the Lexus. I will mention we do offer vehicle transportation. So if you're viewing this video, if you've seen our listing online and you want this vehicle, you don't have to be local. If you're across the country, a few states away, whatever it may be, give us a call, send us an email, and we can go over those options with you. But as we're going around the Lexus here, it is looking amazing. We're gonna get up close and personal with it, get picky, as we like to be here at AlphaCars. We're fully transparent. That's why we make these videos, to show you any imperfections, if there's anything to know about the vehicle before you buy it, as we wanna make sure you're well informed and know what you're getting. But now that we've done the sort of initial walk around, let's show you all the details. So we can see the hood, front of the fenders, headlight lenses. It all looks excellent. There's minimal to no rock chips on this vehicle really at all on the painted surfaces there. And yeah, the rest of the hood is looking awesome. Of course, this car does have minor blemishes here and there. It is still from 2011, so of course it's gonna have a few things here and there. You can see it has the factory Lexus glass, which I don't see any major imperfections on it. And now at the front bumper, there's a few little scrapes on the front bumper here and there. You can see in this area, there's a light imperfection there, light imperfection there. As we come around, once again, little scuff here, a couple little scuffs here. It's kind of hard to see depending on the lighting. And then there's the lightest little thing right there. So we do just want to show that. To me, it almost seems like something maybe it was bumped into in the garage. This vehicle was clearly garaged. It even comes with a battery tender, which I will show you. Now we're at this front wheel, which looks excellent. And let's go down the side of the vehicle here. And at this angle, we can see if the light reflects any differently and see if there's any imperfections in the panel. And let me go back to this angle. The sun's fighting against us today. You can see there's the lightest little sort of ding right here, or sheet metal imperfection. The paint is not affected, but you can just see how it reflects the light differently right there. Other than that, on this side of the Lexus, I'm really having a hard time finding anything else. I think we're all good here. And checking out the roof, nothing major to report there. It all looks good. Back window, top of the trunk. Let's go down the driver's side now. And actually let me go from here so we're not getting the sunlight in the lens. And yeah, this side's looking really good. Going up and down that panel, look at that, it's seriously a mirror. We did do a light paint correction on the vehicle, which means we polished it to bring out that glossy finish. But like I said, on the metal panels, the paint is factory original. We did confirm that. Now we're at this front wheel, which I don't see anything to report here. It looks excellent. You can always tell a vehicle was well cared for as well. It's got Michelin tires on it. Has some nice Pilot Sport all seasons. So the vehicles that have, you know, the kind of expensive, nice tires on them, you can always tell the previous owner put the money into maintaining it properly and wanted only the best parts and tires on the vehicle. That's a good thing to see. And let's look at this wheel now. Same thing, it looks really good. It's all uniform. And as we come around here, the bumper is looking excellent. Back of the trunk here looks good. There's a light imperfection here. It's been touched up with the factory color. If the camera focuses here, you can see, unfortunately, a couple little spots there, but it was touched up. You have to kind of see it in the right lighting. And there is the light little imperfection right here. And there's a light, like the lightest little scuff just right here, but that's been touched up as well. But other than that, I think I've shown you pretty much the complete exterior. I will mention the car is tinted. The side windows have tint and the back window right here. It does look to be a nice job. It's in good shape as well. The windshield has no tint, but we're gonna leave this on because if the potential buyer was gonna, you know, tint it or they like it, you know, that's an added value for them. And if there's a buyer that does not want the tint, well, we can talk with them about the cost to remove that. I will mention the underbody of the Lexus. It is really clean. It's exceptionally clean. And we did do an underbody rust preventative treatment on it. So we lightly cleaned the underbody and did a wax-based amber coating. And later in this video, at the end of this video, we'll have the Lexus up on the lift and we'll take a look at the full underbody of it and see that sort of rust preventative treatment we did. So this Lexus is really locked in to this current, you know, condition that it's in. But now let's get into the cargo area. As we open up the driver's door, we'll just hit this button here and it automatically opens. Very nice. And we've got the full set of Lexus factory mats, and they're in really nice condition. As we see here, trying to do my best one-handed. And because the owner really took such great care of this car, wanted to preserve it, there's also the full set of WeatherTech mats as well. So you can see they're all in good condition. And there is the battery tender charger here to maintain the battery. Of course, this vehicle, only 34,000 miles, you know, wasn't used a ton. And you can see they really put care into keeping things maintained and keeping it, you know, on the battery tender when it wasn't used. And now I've removed the mats so we can see the factory trunk liner here. A little indentation from where the mats were, but that'll actually correct itself. That's just because the mats are there for a few days. Under here, you know, things are nice and clean. I'm really sorry about the sun today. Really fighting the sun, the lighting here in New England this time of the year. And yeah, the trunk here is all looking good. And we can even open up the spare tire well. And check that out, full-size spare. And even there's the double A's that comes with it. Those are in the plastic wrapping, brand new. The double A's that comes with the car to go in, I believe this is like the emergency flashlight right here. Those are still with the car. Look at the toolkit and tools. Things are still in packaging. This car is unbelievable, the originality of it. And now, trying to avoid the sun glare, one-touch operation to close the trunk. And I'll let that go down there. You can see it works great. And now it pulls itself back in. I like how there's a delay there. It gives you a chance to get your fingers out of the way. In the back here, it's such a nice place to be. The seats are so comfortable. Everything's in excellent condition back here. You can see the center armrest. There's also the sort of control area here where you've got the rear sunshade, which this is optioned with, and then the rear heated seats. There's also cup holders that come out here. I don't think those were ever used. They look exceptional. And we can flip this whole thing up as well. And other than a little bit of sunlight making its way in, you know, things are looking great back here. And you've even got the personal vanity mirrors for each side. You can see the headliners in excellent condition as well. And you've got the outlet back here. The light carpets look great. We've got the protective coverings on there. And yeah, this door card looks excellent as well. Let's go around to the driver's side on the back here. And yeah, once again, I don't see any imperfections or anything to mention. The seating surfaces look great. Now let's get to the passenger side. This vehicle does have a lot of keys with it, actually. It has 3 key fobs. It has 3 factory key fobs and 1 sort of valet key. You can view a picture of those on the online listing. Also, the original window sticker and factory booklets are included with it as well. Once again, view the pictures of those on the online listing, as well as the rest of the professionally done high-resolution images. So of course, now we're dealing with the sunlight kind of making shadows on things, which I'm sorry about that. But the seat looks great. A little bit of area here, you can tell it was just, you know, it was sat in a few times, it was exercised a little bit. Same thing with kind of right here, but really pretty normal for the age and using the leather seats. No damage or anything to report there. And yeah, dashboard condition looks great. The wood trim in the center looks great as well. And now we'll go over to the driver's seat. First, we'll take a look at the door over here. Once again, 3 memory settings for the seat. And yeah, look how clean the door edges are. No corrosion or anything like that. Here's the VIN plate on the car. You can see the kick panel there. Man, this car looks so nice. Now at the driver's seat. Everything's looking good. Once again, you know, you can tell it was exercised. You can tell someone got in and out a few times on the outer bolster, but you know, nothing deep or tearing open or anything like that. All looking great. And now let's jump in the Lexus. And we just need 1 foot on the brake. Tap the start button. Starts right up. The flashing on the dash is just due to the factory effect, but you can see right there, 34,874 miles. And if we put the vehicle in reverse, there's also the reversing camera, which we're looking at the shadow of the car, which is why it looks a little dark, but it does have the reversing camera there, and there's the factory navigation. This screen does perform flawlessly. It just, the refresh rate is messing with the camera there. Over here, we've got some different controls, including popping the trunk and the gas cap, as well as some driving modes. Of course, this video is not for the features. It's just kind of showing you everything works great and everything is in great condition. Got the ashtray there, which by the smell of this car and everything and the condition, you can tell it was clearly never used. Smells really fresh in here, really nice. And we've got a cooled or ventilated and heated seats up here. You can even control the sunshade from here, which I'll show it works great. Always check these functions on a used vehicle, no matter how nice it is. There we go. And you can even turn on the rear heated seats from here if you'd please. You've got the cup holders. And yeah, everything is looking really, really nice. Sunroof. Let's show you that works. And I like the clear buttons here. There's 2 separate buttons for tilt versus open and close. So I like that. There's no confusion there. And that seems to work as designed. And even the little sunglass storage here. And you've got the outside temp up here. I'd say that's pretty accurate, kind of a chilly / nice day. Parking brake down here, which seems to be on auto there for when the vehicle gets put in park. And now with that, V8 idling, let's pop the hood and let's take a look under here. Now as we get this open, look at this, such a time capsule. Legendary Lexus V8, idles silky smooth. You can see all the factory labels are on the underside of the hood. Look how clean that is. And just under here, there's the battery tender. So you can easily plug in right here to this connection and keep the battery maintained if the vehicle doesn't get used, weekly. And we did install a new battery. The car still started and drove fine when we got it, but it was a little weak on the battery test, I believe, is what it was. So we put a new one in there. We didn't want to have the next owner worry about that because the battery was like 7 or 8 years old. So, 7 or 8 years old, you've already gotten your use out of the battery. Really, anything over 4 or 5 years, you're kind of on borrowed time for the most part. But that's a testament to how well things were maintained and kept up with, that the battery did last that long and it was still, working. So now with all that being said, I've shown you, I think, everything I can out here. Let's take the car in the shop. We'll check out the underbody condition when we did that underbody preservation. And now with the Lexus in the air in our recon shop, let's take a look at the underbody condition. Overall, it's very nice, very well preserved, and further enhanced. We've done an amber rust preventative treatment. So you can see on these aluminum suspension components how it has that yellow color. That's that transparent wax-based coating that will now prevent the corrosion. And this has been applied also to like the steel subframes and other components and the unibody as well. You can see how nice the mufflers back here look. And really any little bit of orange or corrosion you might see, it's really just superficial. No penetrating rust anywhere. It's all in very, very nice original condition. You can even see the guibo there, which is that flex disc between the input of the differential and the drive shaft. No cracking there, that all looks good. And just getting a nice overall view. Exhaust system looks pretty good there. And you can even see that yellow color on the unibody. We even sprayed the amber coating, inside of these areas as well, which is why on that one there's a little bit of extra yellow sort of around that hole. And yeah, front suspension, calipers. It's nice on these, they have a aluminum rotor backing shield, so that's not gonna rust and fall apart like the steel ones do. And yeah, like I said, a little bit of superficial orange here and there, but overall very clean. And that's really what you want to see on this low mileage Lexus LS 460. And now we're back out front of AlphaCars just like we never left. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed checking out the condition of this really time capsule of a Lexus LS 460, leave a like on the video. If you are interested in this vehicle, give us a call, send us an email. We'd be happy to discuss the buying options with you if it is still available. This has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough location. If you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so then you don't miss out on the latest motoring content.